Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to this info session. Can I see you, if possible? Dana, I remember you. Welcome again, and welcome, Berkan. Can I please know a bit more about you, where you're from, and what did you study before? You're on mute.
Is it better now? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, indeed.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm Berkan. I'm from Germany. Um, I'm 22 years old, and right now I study international relations and organizations at Leiden University in the Netherlands. And yeah, I'm right now in my final year on exchange in Japan. So it's quite late for me right now. Um, but yeah, I saw that there's this webinar for the masters in Leuven, and I thought it might be interesting to listen a little bit.
Great. Then welcome to this session. And Dana, we already talked together during the last session on MAP. So I can present you now the European, the Erasmus Mundus Master in Public Sector Innovation and eGovernance. I have something for you here. Can you see my slides? Yet, let me check. Okay. Can you see my slides? Great. So the Erasmus Mundus Masters is called Pioneer because we want to train you to become the next e-governance experts. So actually, it's a 2-year master's degree organized by 3 different universities: the KU Leuven in Belgium, the University of Münster in Germany, and the University of Technology, the TalTech University in Estonia. During the first semester, you start with a cluster on public administration in Leuven. Then you go to Münster for a cluster on information systems. So it's more about data analytics and informatics in general. And finally, you go to the Caltech University in order to train yourself on e-governance. So that's a mix of public administration and information systems. The new thing right now is also that you have to pursue an observational internship in between the 2 first semesters, so in between Leuven and Münster. But we might change the rules again in the upcoming academic year. Do you have specific question on the calendar? Not at all. So, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. But yeah, I did have a question. Because it says from February till February 25th till August 25th, and then August 25th till January 20. But like there are holidays in between. It's not like the full time, right? This is just like I mean,
Yeah, indeed. You are German, so you know that actually the real semester in Germany starts in April. So
oh,
our students are free in between the beginning of February uh, and end of March or beginning of April. That's why we place this observational internship, so they can go on holidays or they can pursue this internship. We are really reforming the rules at the moment, so we might be more flexible in the coming year. But this year, they really have to pursue a 6-week internship in one company or an institution.
okay,
We decide because we wanted all students to be active for 24 months, so for the whole duration of the program.
okay,
But
sounds good.
to be Minster and in person as of the 1st of April.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So it's an overview of the scholarship holders from this year. As you are 2 European Union citizens, it's not really interesting for you, but at least you know that we actually give 17 to 15 to 17 scholarship every year. And we really respect diversity in terms of gender and also in terms of geographical origins. So this year, for instance, we have 2 people from Africa, we have 6 people from Latin America, 3 people from Asia, but also people from Southeast Asia, so 2 people from there, 2 people from the Middle East, and 1 person from the EU Eastern neighborhood. It's actually Georgia, and 1 person from the Western Balkans. It's Albania with only 1 scholar. So when we invite you for the scholarship, we actually take care of selecting enough girls and enough boys, and also enough people from different continents. I don't know, Berkan or Dana, do you have another nationality?
Yeah, I do have the Turkish nationality too.
So as a Turkish citizen, you can actually apply as a non-EES student, and you can sit for the interviews and might get the scholarship.
Oh, okay, good to know. Thank you.
We had the case last year with someone who had the Portuguese and Brazilian citizenship, so it's totally possible for you to get qualified scholarship here.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
You are muted. We cannot hear you.
Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So as I said, the Public Governance Institute will take the lead in terms of teaching. You have 4 courses from the PGI. So the first one is Public Governance, Administration, and Society. The second one is Public Innovation. Then you have Digital Public Governance and also an integrated research seminar. Why integrated? Because you have this course actually for the 3 first semesters. So in KU in Taaltech and also in Münster. All the time we change groups, we change subjects, but it's always the same structure. And finally, at KU Leuven, you also have 1 course in another faculty, in the business engineering faculty, and it would be the course on business information systems. So at KU Leuven, in total, you have 30 ECTS. Then you go to Münster for 30 other ECTS. 1 course is about project management, another one about platforms and digital service ecosystems. You have again the research seminar, and finally you have information system application. And in Münster, you have the choice between 4 different elective classes. You have to pick and choose at the beginning of the year. Then you have the summer holidays, you enjoy life. Then you come back to Europe or wherever, and you go to Estonia at Caltech, where you start in September or October. You have 4 different courses. So again, the research seminar, but also technology, society, and the future. You have the public sector innovation lab, and finally the entrepreneurship, innovation, and technology management course. There you also have the choice between 2 different elective classes. After the semester at Tallinn, you can also come back in Leuven or in Münster to pursue and write your master's thesis, or you can go back home. Within this master's thesis framework, you can also pursue another internship, but that would be really on top of your redaction. So we don't give more time to write your master thesis, actually. Finally, when it comes to admission requirements, we are very strict about it. We want you to have a bachelor's degree, so to complete your 180 ECTS. We also check on your grades, so we really praise academic excellence, and we want you to have background link to our core teaching, so whether on information systems and informatics in general, or something linked to public administration and political science. But I think it's the case for both of you. So normally you already passed this test. Then you have language requirements, of course. Here are the scores we want you to have. So it's equivalent to a C1 level in English. We do not ask you to have any level in Dutch, German, or Estonian. It's not a requirement. And finally, for Europeans, you have to apply before the 1st of June. That's for you, Dana. But for you, Berkan, you can apply, and you have to apply before the 1st of March if you would like to get the Erasmus Mundus scholarship. If you have a Flemish degree, you can also apply by email until the 31st of August. Here I just copy-pasted some information available on our website about the documents you actually have to submit for the complete for completing the file in our platform. We are really, really strict on that. You have to gather all this information before the deadline. Otherwise, you won't be considered for this program. So first, we need your full transcript of records. We also have, we have this requirement on the translation of diploma to English. So if you don't have it at the moment, please make sure to have it before the deadline. We also want the results of your tests in English, or at least an appointment for your test. First, we need your letter of motivation. It's usually 1 page. If you write more, it's not so. Yeah, it's not a problem, but we are quite. Yeah, we prefer 1 pager because sometimes when it's too long, it's not interesting. Let's say. Be very efficient while writing on motivation, because this year we also ask you to record a video with your motivation, and we ask you to write another 1 pager, but that's more a reflection paper, an essay on your interest in public innovation and how your country can actually improve itself and its policy in this field. So when it comes to writing, be very efficient for the letter of motivation, then dedicate more time for the video and the case study, because that's where we will really select the people. And of course, we want you to send us a CV. It can be a random CV or a Europass CV. It's easier for us to find this information. So yeah, help yourself. Feel free to upload whatever you want for your CV. We need also the proof of your nationality, so it can be a passport or an ID card. If it's not what we expect from you, the admissions office will always come back and ask you for more information. And finally, we need a copy of proof of payments, but you have to know that there are no application fee for Erasmus Mundus program, so it's totally free to apply. That's a policy from the European Commission, and we have to abide with that. And all the information are on the website. Do you have any question regarding the admission requirements?
Yeah, I do have a question. So first would be like, what is the general policy of the application in terms of like how many students usually get accepted? I mean, that's a broad question, but like, is it very exclusive? I mean, the point 7, for example, is I think a new point with the requirements. So it seems like it has gotten stricter. So I was just wondering how that is.
Indeed, it got really stricter, not really for EEA citizens, but for non-EEA ones, because it's very competitive when it comes to scholarship. And last year, before the deadline, we had almost 300 applications. Or maybe let me check. Yeah, we had 270 applicants for only 15 spots. So it's very competitive. So just imagine analyzing the files, then nominating people for the interviews, and then giving the scholarship. So it's just a requirement for our consortium to work better and select the best students and the most interested by eGovernance in general. So, but I think for good students, it won't be more difficult to apply. Do you have another question?
Yeah, maybe. So I think that was about the scholarship, right? But I was also wondering about like generally getting into the program, because it didn't say anything about necessarily the selective manner about the program outside of the scholarship. But I know there are some other programs or other universities that are highly selective. So I was just wondering how that is.
Yes, we are highly selective, but we also take into consideration that we just expect you to have a bachelor's degree. So some people also apply and they have like 10-year experience or two master's degree, etc. But we are very democratic on that. As long as you have good grades, good backgrounds, and you show that you are interested in the program and in the fields, you always have your chances to get selected.
Okay, thank you.
And when it comes to nationality, for instance, last year we had many people, like almost 60 from the same country. Then we just check the level of university and we take the best ones from this country. So that's very selective, but we are always very democratic and fair when it comes to recruitment. Then let's move on to the other slide. That's the frequently asked question. We will soon publish another section on our website so that you can find all the information on the application process, but also the recruitment process. So what to do after the admission. So the tuition fee per year, it's the same. We have this very democratic price. Normally it fluctuates in the university every year, but for pioneers the same. So it will be 3,900 euros, sorry, per year. And if you have the scholarship, you do not have to pay for the tuition fees. For EA students, we still do not have any tuition fee waiver. And we might develop this policy in the coming years, but for the upcoming academic year, we have no waiver available. Concerning housing, we always give 20 spots in a residence here in Leuven. In Münster, they also have the student Dierwerk that works in order to give some rooms to students, but it's really all over the city, and we never really know when you will get these rooms. But you can always apply, so it's it's an option. In Tallinn also, it's very cheap, the housing market there, so it's quite affordable to pursue this degree. Concerning the scholarship, it's 1,400 euros per month that we give to students, and it is the case for 24 months, the whole duration of the program. This amount covers the whole cost of studies, so travel, housing, etc. And we have also this 4-week rule. It means that non-EA students who have the scholarship cannot stay outside of the EU zone and Erasmus Plus zone for more than 4 weeks. 4 weeks in a row. And that's it for the presentation. I don't know if you have more questions.
I have a question about the scholarships. Do you have any external partners, maybe for scholarships for EU citizens?
For EU citizens, we don't have any partnership, but I know that some of our students got scholarships through foundations or other universities. Different schemes actually exist, so we can always give you some information about that. But it's also up to you to find the funds and the support.
Okay. Thank you.
Some people also come with the support of their government. So always look into this field. You can always find some solution about it. And I can see that 2 people join us, Arina and Svegeni. Can you maybe introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Elena. I'm 23 years old. I study